Are you ready? Join me. Hoo-ha! I'm not even kidding. Too much clutter? Longing to make something beautiful without spending a thing? I'll show you how to turn what you already have into timeless treasures. Create new out of old, heirlooms to love and to give. Join me, Janine at Lost Arts, for our living tapestries. You guys, I went thrifting a few times and I want to show you what I found. So grab your favorite cuppa. Isn't this cute? This is from Anthropology. It's my absolute favorite mug. Already splattered with paint. So fun. It's the perfect snowy day in May in Colorado. Let's go. Plus there's this. Is this you or no? Tell me. Okay, I've got my tea, favorite cup, favorite mug, Lady Grey, yummy. Have to let it steep. I just want to quick share some fun thrifting and creating and also see what you've all been up to. Almost everything I'm doing is about getting ready to put together a lot of kits and different kinds of, a couple kinds of junk journals, art books, commonplace books, travel journals, whatever you want it to be. Isn't this fun? Some snippet roll made out of all kinds of wonderful goodness and even vintage embroidery from linens and things. So there will be a lot of these types of things in the books that I make for little tuck points and pockets and things like that. And some in kits. So some of the books journals or whatever you want it to be, will be like this with my hand pieced covers, and there'll be fabric and papers of all kinds for slow stitching, any and every kind of art you want to have in your junk journal, some with hard covers and some with those fabric covers. So, but first I've also been painting, and these are just some really hilarious dogs that I'm trying to finish. This is my favorite, I think, and I cannot get away from my bright palette. So I guess I'll stop trying. That might be my favorite. I have the most horrible tripod. So a bunch of the covers for the fabric covers are going to be made out of these crazy quilt squares that I started, but I'm not going to finish as crazy quilt. So they're ready to come apart and be turned into book covers. Isn't that cute? Beautiful. So there's a bunch. How fun is that for a slow stitch journal cover? This is an old vintage hair bow, and I embroidered some roses on. I'm excited about these. I'm gonna get a lot of covers out of these, and well, anyway, so fun. So getting ready for that. Isn't that beautiful? This old tatting. So these are full of old and new. I didn't fold that very well. My word, so beautiful. So I've been thrifting and having a ball, and today was the perfect day to show you because it's a snow day. May in Colorado, anything can happen, and it is. So I've been thrifting. I'll show you some of that, but first I wanted to show you, I saw on somewhere, YouTube or somewhere, using regular tape to create your own old looking Scotch tape. Let's see if this will even come off. It's on wax paper, so it should come off. And this is so that you can create your own vintagey looking aged Scotch tape. And that was done with alcohol inks and things like that. So those are ready. And then I saw make your own washi tape. And so how fun is this? I love it. So I used some just plain masking tape, and then some is medical tape from the dollar store. So here is a whiter medical tape that will become thing and everything in all kinds of art and junk journals and you name it. The sky is the limit. So I went a little crazy with that. Stamps, glitter mist, ink, alcohol inks, some paint, blobs and stencil things, and little stamps that have botanical things, etc. And of course I can't just make a little bit, so these can end up in kits. And then here's some just grungy masking tape. Oops, this one came off. I'm having a little unsticking crisis here. See, they still have really good stick. They just don't stick well to the wax paper, which is what we want. But now I have to find a place for this. So that was super fun. This was one time when I was masking off little squares to paint a whole page full of little abstract paintings, and then I saved
the paint tape. So that's all useful too. Those are all pieces of tape to be used in art. So then I've been thrifting a lot. I hadn't for a long time, but I finally am thrifting again. So old books, beautiful old books, taking them apart, using the pages. So here are the pages ready to go plain like this, or I'll show you some other things I've already done with them. So love that they're still sturdy and useful, and there's beautiful art throughout. So always look for those for cheap. This was the book spine from in there, and these are so beautiful in art. They look like a little sculpture, and they are, and they're beautiful in art. And this was part of the book spine too, and I'll show you where that came from. So then one of the things I thrifted was I found this huge package of about 8 pieces of drafting paper, old drafting paper. So it's kind of like onion skin paper and crinkly and wonderful. And I found that, keep that in mind, and I'll show you what I'm doing with it. And then I found another book that was just free in a wagon outside the thrift shop. And it was a bride's guide to setting up home. And so I took that apart and have all of my favorite pages out of it. And I'll show you what I'm doing. Leaving some plain to go in books, and also doing some fun treatment to some of them. This was another book this is from a catalog, a light fixture catalog, phrases and beautiful bits. I just tear them out, and they're going to become beautiful in something. And then there was another book that was free in the wagon outside. It was a Martha Stewart decorating book, and I love swatches. So these were in there, and they're going to be part of, the beautiful altered books and collage art. And aren't they fun? Swatches are so fun. And then it's just some paint samples, beautiful colors. And then I found, I'm always taking things apart and tearing things up, ready to become pages and elements. So this was all a partial scrapbook tablet that I thrifted. So first of all, I tore out the size to become regular altered book or junk journal pages. And then what was left are going to become smaller little journals, which I'll show you in a sec. So that was fun. That was just find a partial scrapbook tablet, bring it home and get it ready. I love the torn edges. So then another thing I found, I love Susan Branch, the author, artist. One of her books is my favorite, A Fine Romance. I have to get a napkin cleanup. And all of her work is all watercolor and hand lettering, even her book, So I found a whole tablet of her scrapbook stuff. And so I went through and took them apart and tore all the sizes for book pages, and they're both double-sided. How amazing is that? And there was an extra piece, so I just folded that over on most of them. These are all ready to be book pages, and I'll tell you how they got so cute in a second. These were left from a certain place that I tore, and then I made little journals out of these small pieces. But what I did first was, they were real bright white and newish, brand newy, which is okay for some, but I did something to make them look older. First of all, out of that scrapbook tablet, massive treasure trove was all these stickers and things, elements. So those are for whatever. Another time, take apart, go into kits. They're pretty awesome. So this was all seasons and holidays. But what I did was I got all the pages torn, and then I brewed up a bunch of tea with Lipton tea bags, big quart size, and I had some bowls full and pitchers full, and I also filled spray bottles. And it's kind of nice, I can go out in our greenhouse and do it outside where it will be hot and they'll dry and they won't blow away. Otherwise, can you imagine spreading this out all over? So I have this shelf in there, and I spritzed them and splattered them and let them start to dry, and then I kept rearranging it and doing it again and again. So now they're all tea dyed and ready to become pages or go in kits. So they're all watercolory and wonderful, and now they're tea dyed and ready. So the books will have a lot of just plain pages, And then some other pages like this with lots of room for journaling or writing or to put your photos or whatever, slow stitch on them, whatever you want to do. They won't be all filled with already done up pages. They'll just have a start so you can take off with that. I also found, which I thought was really fun for pages, some old wrapping paper. And I like to add a little bit of metallic fun in. So these are also tea dyed and ready to become pages. Crinkly, folded, bent. And then before I show you this, what I've done with old book pages and stuff, I'm going to show you what else I thrifted for nothing at all. So these will also go in some of the journals in little sections, especially in the slow stitching fabric type journals. So isn't this delightful? All these retro yo-yos. And I washed it and it smells so good. Isn't that divine? And it was nearly pennies, basically. Then on that same day, I found, and I was kind of telling myself, no, don't go. You don't need more goodies. But I found this beautiful cotton lacy tablecloth, and it was white and still stiff and brand new from in the old package. So I also tea dyed this, and this will come apart for pages and covers and things like that. It's big, it's a lot. Other things that I thrifted that day, an embroidery hoop, an older one. This roll of, I don't even know what this is. It's not washi tape, but it will be wonderful. I'm gonna do a video all about junk journals, commonplace books, the first time I ever saw one and how amazing and mind-blowing it was. And it's so addicting. I also found this 12 by 12 frame for nothing. And I like to mostly do my art as 12 by 12s. So that was fun. And all of this was just nearly nothing. So this is cool. Some kind of old, I don't know if that's a military bar that goes on a uniform or what. I have kind of a lot of those old photos. So cool. They're doing some kind of work with the wagon and horses and I think hay. How cool is that? All of these will go into scrapbooks and stuff. Kits, my word, look at this old cat house, garden, horse, outbuildings, people, and group. Photos are so fun, so cool. And I found a package of these. They're plastic, but I was using one for stenciling last night with some watercolor, which I'm gonna show you. So, you know, plastic's kind of cheesy and stuff, but you sure can have fun with these in paint. So those are cool. That's what I thrifted. I'm trying to get through this fast, save all the little pieces that you tear away and little tags, because they're all going to be useful and delightful. So I had all these book pages that I told you about, things that I've torn away and out of different books and stuff like that. These are from the drafting paper that I tore apart into book page size, and they're so crinkly and delicious. Well, what I did with all of these last night was I had also thrifted these a while back. They're watercolor liquid and not my favorite colors, but almost free. So here we go. And I was going to stamp a bunch of things, but I was thinking about how fast these dry out and it's so hard to get a print. And then I was remembering how beautiful it has been. And I show it in another video to just stamp with paint and especially watercolor. These are some stamps I made. You can buy foam sheets in the children's art department at Walmart and they're really sticky. You can cut out whatever you want and create your own stamps. Put on little handles, little flower parts. So I was using some of those. That is fun. This is what the hollyhocks kind of look like. It depends what paint you use. But I was using the watercolor liquid on a plate and just using some stamps and even under carpet non-slip stuff. Thrifted stamps, all of these were thrifted, fun. And I'll just quick show you what I got out of this. I guess I could reactivate this with water, which means these could too. Excuse me. So I did the stamps, the hollyhock. This was fun. I had this, and I was just kind of tapping it into the paint and then going like that, and then I started twisting it. It was an accident first, and then it turned into, I meant to do that. Little flowers, which I will add maybe some stems and leaves. I just love that number stamp. A little bouquet for a front page or something. Let's see. And then, so this is kind of cool. I got this from this. It didn't do a great impression, but it did that. Tapping it into the paint and getting that. And then this is one of my favorites. It's so pretty. And you just lay it into watercolor and it gets watercolory. It's so beautiful. These will be pages in books, in junk journals, art journals, travel journals, recipe keepers, whatever you want your book to be or make. You can just take all of these ideas and make your own. So depending on the kind of paper, it takes they're different, and this is kind of cool. It kind of separated into two colors. This is the old book pages. Isn't that cool? That's really neat how that's separated. And then this is the bride's homekeeping setup old book. So I just put some pretty things on those pages and dots with the dots. That must have been, I think that was this. Just dots. See, it can get kind of blurry and also beautiful. Look at that impression. Wow, that's my favorite one. I'm excited to try and do some stamping like that with the watercolor ink on this really thin exam table paper tissue that I've told you about. Really sturdy, and you can buy it in bulk. So of course I have way too much, but I'm gonna cut some of these up and try some of the watercolor paint on the tissue. That's gonna be an interesting experience. That's everything that I wanted to show you, and just encourage you to go thrifting and create and have a ball. If you're going to be interested in kits or books ready to go, journals, art books, travel journals, gifts, whatever you want it to be, I'm going to have just a few sizes, soft fabric back and hardback. I will do some that are totally neutrals, and then the rest will be pretty colorful with lots of blank pages for art and writing. So I got through this pretty quick, and when I edit, I speed it up even more to save you time. So have fun. Hope I inspired you. Let me know if I did. See you next time.
If you're trying to lose fat, make sure you press the diet button. Now you are on diet mode, and the calories of this meal no longer make you fat. If you're trying to lose fat, make sure you press the diet button. Now you are on diet mode, and the calories of this meal no longer make you fat.